Good day, my name is Dela Imibo, and thank you very much for stopping by. Today, I'll be continuing the conversation on how to export different products from Nigeria, and I will beam my satellite today to go to talk about palm oil. You know, there's an interesting story about palm oil in Nigeria. The fact that the palm oil seed that currently Malaysia is using to make billions every year was picked up from Benin, Edo State in Nigeria. And this story has been confirmed. I've heard about it at different programs, but this has been confirmed. I even understand in a particular research institute in Malaysia, it was boldly written on the wall, and some Nigeria went there and confirmed that this story is true. Palm oil is derived from the fruit of palm tree, of course, and this is native to West Africa, but now it's expanded to a different tropical region of the world. Palm oil contains a balanced mix of saturated and unsaturated fatty acid. It's composed of approximately 50% saturated fat and 40% unsaturated fat and 10% polyunsaturated fat. It's rich in vitamin E in particular, and also rich in carotenoid. Palm oil is naturally red due to the presence of carotenoid, including the beta-carotene, and that's what gives it its color. You have crude palm oil, the unrefined. You have the refined bleached deodorized palm oil, and you have the palm kernel oil. That's the one obtained not from the palm fruit, but from the kernel inside the palm fruit after breaking the shell, the palm kernel shell. It is used in cooking. It's a food ingredient. It's used for deep frying. It has industrial use in biofuel. It's used in cosmetic and personal care. It's used in detergent. It's a major commodity with huge economic importance, like you will see very soon when we look at the value in the world in terms of the demand in the world. Chemical specification, talking about the free fatty acid, ideally should be below 0.5%. Moisture and impurity be less than 0.1%. Color ranging from light yellow to reddish brown, depending on the type and processing. And refined oil should be odorless, tasteless, while the crude palm oil have a slightly earthy aroma. Melting point is about 31 to 39 degrees centigrade, and clarity is expected that for refined oil should be clear, while the crude palm oil have slight cloudiness. Now, let's go to the potential of this product. The potential of palm oil is $51 billion. $51 billion. That is huge. Who are those that import palm oil in the world? Mainly Asians. 172 million demand from Oceania, 703 million demand from South America. For North America, we have 2.48 billion. 2.48 billion. Africa, 8.36 billion. And Africa import a lot of palm oil. Europeans, 9.96 billion. But Asian, about 30 billion. More than 50% of the world demand. Actually, about 60% of the world demand for palm oil is purchased by Asians. Who are the major buyers? India, 17% of palm oil demand from India, 17%. China, 10.4%. The demand for palm oil in China, 10.4%. Pakistan, 6.58%. Netherlands, 4.36%. United States, 3.35%. Kenya, 2.46%. Egypt, 2.42%. Nigeria, 1.1%. Nigeria import palm oil, even though Nigeria also produce palm oil, but Nigeria do import of palm oil. Now, let's talk about the packaging required for palm oil. The container type, FlexiTank. These are flexible bulk liquid container that fit into standard shipping container. They are flexible bulk liquid container that fit into standard shipping container. They are commonly used for transportation of large volume palm oil. Palm oil is also exported using steel drum. Some people export it using plastic kegs. Food grade packaging. Ensure that the packaging material comply with food grade standard. Polyethylene liners used inside container or drum to provide an additional layer of protection. Polyethylene liner used inside container or drum to protect additional layer of protection. Conduct quality check before packaging to ensure that the product meets the quality standard. Proper labeling is also important to meet the demand of the destination market. It's also important you use packaging material that is stackable, stackability. Ensure that the packaging allows for safe stacking. So what people do is to put the palm oil keg in a wooden pallet, put the wooden pallet in the container with the palm oil keg, then put another wooden pallet on top of that. So there is a wooden pallet that separates it, so it makes it easy to stack. Temperature should be controlled. If transporting to region with varying temperature, consider insulated packaging to prevent changes in the oil consistency. If you are shipping to where the temperature is very cold or very hot, it's important this is put into consideration. If applicable, talking about shelf life, consider the use of natural and approved preservative to extend the shelf life. Moisture control, use desiccant in packaging to control moisture and prevent the growth of mold. The growth of mold. Let's look at before I close, of course, you expect that you will do your documentation. It's a processed product, NAFDAC is required. Pre-export documentation, NXT, export license, and pro forma invoice is important. Shipping document, bill of lading invoice, and packing list also are very important. A third-party inspection is standard for almost every export shipment to be able to ensure a third party ascertain the quality of your product before you do the shipment. Now, let's look at the common quality issue in palm oil: contamination. Contamination with water, dirt, or other foreign material during transportation and storage. Ensure proper sealing of the container. Use clean and dry storage facility. Oxidation. Exposure to air and sunlight can lead to oxidation, causing rancidity and decreased product quality. Use appropriate packaging material with good barrier properties. Store in a cool, dry place, and consider the addition of antioxidants. Free fatty acid content. High level of free fatty acid indicate poor quality of palm oil, and this can affect the flavor and shelf life. Implement proper harvesting and processing practices to maintain optimal storage conditions. Undesirable change in color is another issue due to exposure to sunlight, heat, and processing issues. Use light-resistant packaging, control processing temperature, and minimize exposure to light during storage. Off-flavor odor, absorption of odor or development of off-flavor odor. Use odor-resistant packaging so that if something is smelling around, it does not get inside. Microbial growth, leading to spoilage. Employ good hygienic practices during processing. Use sanitized equipment. Moisture content lead to microbial growth. Implement proper drying process during production. Use moisture-resistant packaging and store in a dry condition. A very common example is adulteration. Adulteration. Dilution and adulteration with low-quality oil or substance. Implement strict quality control measures. Conduct regular testing and source raw material from reputable supplier. As this video being of enough benefit to you, give it a thumbs up. Do you have a friend that is looking at exporting palm oil? Tell them to watch this video. Tell them to watch this video. You want to join our community, subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell so you know when we export the next product. In the next series of videos, I'll be talking about coconut water, coconut flour, and coconut oil. Coconut water, coconut flour, and coconut oil. Those are the next three things I'll be talking about. You can join us in the next video. My name is Dela Unibo, and I'm your export doctor, and I'm signing out.